superstar Katherine Jenkins. Plus your comments and questions direct from the inbox. All next on Live. Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan.
Good morning, everybody. Apparently my microphone has a problem. Oh, please be seated. That was weird. I just had you guys hanging in limbo there. It's Wednesday, January 28th, 2015. Welcome to the show. I can't believe you're all here.
Yes. I can't believe it either.
You must not have come in from Long Island, right? Long Island got hit really hard, I think, out with the snow. Oh, you're here. Long Island's in the house.
Yeah. You're not going to let that stop you, girl.
What part of Long Island? What part of Long Island are you from? Oh, Westbury.
Exit 39 off the LIE. Don't ask me any place else. I don't know.
Amazing. But there must be a golf club there.
Yeah, you're in the golf course there. But it's crazy because we all got ourselves together for the storm. I went to the grocery store and it looked like it was nothing. Like it looked like we were in some country where they don't have food on the shelves.
Okay, so we were watching this on the news, what you're talking about. They were showing on the news the mass exodus of the food from the running to the store to buy food for the storm here in the city. Can nobody survive 24 hours without 400 cans of soup?
But you know,
I don't understand
the problem is, though, you don't know what you want. Like you really, like, I try to eat healthy, but then I got in there and I'm like, well, man, I may need some Take cookies over the next 24 hours.
Right.
And then I got my bag full of Takes. I got all my stuff. You just feel like you're gonna miss something.
I need chunky clam chowder immediately.
Fill you up
snow
good.
has given me an urge for chunky clam chowder.
But it does
and
that.
Shampoo. They were showing the shelves, they were free of shampoo. And I said, does the snowstorm make people want to wash their hair?
Well, at least I'm glad people were clean. I mean, that's a plus. But we had all this. New York did not get hit as bad
as they predicted,
right? Which was fine. I was out in the middle of what it seemed like the worst part, which actually was cool.
It was amazing. I was out there too. I can't believe I didn't bump into you.
Yeah, well, and then yesterday, I tried to go out in the middle of it, kind of like we didn't work here, so it's like I got to get out of the house.
We had the day off. That's never happened.
Never happened.
Ever. No. Never. The people want us to have more days off. Listen to that applause.
But yeah, so many people who were still tweeting, the show isn't live? I'm going, what, are we supposed to sleep here?
Shut down the city.
I'm not doing that. But some places did get hit. I mean, Suffolk County was the worst.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is how they felt out in Suffolk County, which was really thick and bad.
30 inches or?
So yeah, almost 28 inches. And then, this is when the city closed, shut us down. That's what it was looking at.
The city was closed. That's why we weren't at work. It was closed.
And then tidal wave of snow closes the northeast. I mean, it's looking really bad.
Yeah. Snowmageddon.
Then people in New York were like,
yep,
it snowed.
That was us yesterday.
That was us. And then some other areas just got brushed with some snow. Right. But, like I said, we were fortunate because out in Long Island, Southampton got 28.8 inches of snow. Massapequa got 17.8. We got 9.8 in Central Park. So
the 0.8 is really the thing that you have to focus on. Everybody got 28.8, 17.8. We got 9.8.
Yes.
It's that 0.8 of an inch that really takes you into the blizzard zone.
You know what I noticed is either 0.8 or 0.5. Other places are like 6.5, 2.5, 9.5. But in Norwich, Connecticut, they got 23.5 inches. So some places really got battered by the snow. And so, yeah, Boston got really hit by the snow as well. And, you know, we're going to check in with Bill Evans, our weatherman.
Yes, our weatherman that prepared us so well the other day. Hi, Bill.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good morning, Kelly and Michael. How are you guys? I know you got out yesterday, Michael, and played in the snow. Now, how much fun is that in New York City?
It's kind of amazing. I have to say there was a shortage of sleds, though. So you saw people sledding their kids down the hill on cookie sheets and garbage bags. It
Cardboard boxes.
That's like a hood snow
yeah,
day,
people
right?
were really creative.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in years, okay?
Well, I want you to know, that people always ask the weather person, why is it that people always run out and buy bread, milk, and eggs? And you touched on a very important part of that. And they always blame the weather people and say, hey, is it that you really, get a kickback or you get a bribe, because people run out, buy eggs, milk, bread, And I'm here to tell you that is absolutely, positively true. We do.
Thank you, Bill. Was that your weather update? I can't hard to tell.
That was it. Please buy more bread, milk, and eggs.
Hey, now, Bill, can you explain to us what exactly happened? Because we were gearing up, and I spent a lot of money on groceries that now I got to go home and really stuff myself to get rid of.
He's got chunky soup. He's got shampoo.
Cookies, you name it.
Well, what happened with our storm is 30 miles. 30 miles farther to the east is all into the Kelly. I know you like going out to the eastern end of Long Island.
Yeah.
And all that area, 30 inches of snow happened in Orient, Riverhead, all that area, the East Hampton, Southampton, all the way out to Montauk. They are just simply buried there. So you can look at it one of two ways. We're really fortunate not to have that in the city because we're packed in so tight. We get 30 inches of snow. We're debilitated for weeks at a time. So we have also, with that system going farther to the east, escaped a lot of that. So you had to go just outside the city, and that's kind of where the wall was. And we found out that in the middle of the night, New York City built an electronic fence so that it would not bother Manhattan, and just the snow stayed in the city on out toward the east. So it just barely missed us. But we're in the middle of winter, so we're likely to get a few more of these things coming along as we go through the rest of the month, and even on into March. Some of our biggest snowstorms in the city are in March.
I have to say, I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm going to show this to my son later on because he got really depressed. He never gets a snow day, and he finally got a snow day yesterday. And he was so sad that it was already over. And he acted like it's the last snow day he's going to have. And I said, we are still in January. You have more time ahead, right, Bill?
Sure. You tell Joaquin, all the kids, many more days left where they could get a snow day. Now, me, I've never had a snow day. I'm electronically chained to this weather set right here. I've never had a snow day.
Well,
they will have many more chances.
Bill, with all due respect, you are a meteorologist, so these are your peak. This is your Academy Award.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely. And I get more requests for snow days, not only from students, but teachers as well would like a snow day too. So it's coming.
I bet.
Well, you know what, Bill? Thank you for checking in with us, man. Stay chained to that desk, giving us all the weather. We appreciate it.
Good luck. Have a great winter.
Thank you.
And but we talked about this. You talked about how it was so cold, it was snowing, that you walked in the park by yourself.
I did. I took a video too. I have video.
Oh, you took a video?
I made a home movie of me walking in the park at night. Yeah, maybe we have it.
Snowmageddon.
Oh my gosh, why is it so skinny?
Central Park.
This is what it looks like. This is Snowmageddon. It's so peaceful. So why is my phone like that?
You got to turn it sideways?
I know, but my phone won't let me videotape things sideways. I mean, I showed you today. It won't.
Yeah, we're going to get into those settings.
You got to fix my phone. There's something wrong with my phone, you guys. So I had to take these videos that are like
I don't know why it won't flip.
Skinny.
But you would think, though, like you went out there and it's abandoned.
Yeah.
You would think that
I was alone.
If somebody's going to be a criminal, the last thing they're going to do is do something in the snow.
That's what I said, because I was like, I was not, because I walked over there and it was still light, but when I walked back with the kids, it was dark. And normally I would be very alarmed to have my small children walking alone at night through the park, and I just, I just am, and I wasn't, because I thought, well, nobody wants to take their hands out of the pockets in a snowstorm.
Exactly.
Like, I felt very protected by the snow.
Give me what you got.
Yeah, I know. I swear, in one of my pockets, I have a weapon.
But there was this guy in Brooklyn, and he must have had brain freeze, as they call it, because he decides he's going to go rob a car. So he robs a car, gets away with it, but he didn't realize you robbed it in the snow, man. They followed his tracks right home.
Is that true?
Yes.
Wait, he broke into the car, or he stole the car?
He broke into the car, stole some stuff, and walked away. And there you go. See that? See that? There's his footprint. And they followed him home.
That's incredible.
To where he's right to the front door.
That's incredible.
I mean, come on, man. That's just dumb criminal, right? That's just a dumb criminal. Don't steal, first of all, and if you do, don't do it in a snowstorm. Fool.
Wow.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Oh, gosh.
I'm at a loss for words.
I know, I am too. Anyway, they were saying that they were talking about the weather forecast and why the system, like why they got it so wrong.
Yeah.
And there's two different systems they go by. Did you guys know this? There's the European system versus the different computer models of, you know how they always show us the swirling, there's pink and purple and white, and they show us swirling, and they keep, and by the way, every time they show you it, to me it's like a sonogram. Whenever they would show me, when I was pregnant, and they're like, do you know what that is? And I'm like, is that a penis? And they're like, it's a head. And you go, oh.
Well, you were partly right.
It all looks, it all looks like some sort of strange. Anytime they show me the center of the storm, it doesn't look like the center of the storm. Anyway. They're saying that this storm tricked these experts, Bill Evans et al., because that they went by the European model of storm tracking.
Let's get back to the sonogram.
No.
But that's the thing. It's like, blame the Europeans. It's not their fault. Like, why are we using a European system? We're here. We got our own system. I don't get on the scale and go, I am 120 kilograms. No, I do it by pounds because
No, but I love the kilograms. The kilograms, you're always so much less.
But I think that's a cop-out.
4 stones.
But I think that's a cop-out. Use the American system. If we have a system for ourselves, why are we trying to blame the Europeans? They didn't do anything. I mean,
well, because we need someone to blame.
Yeah.
But they're saying that's it. That sometimes all you have to do is, depending on the model, depending on the weather model, you can either get it completely accurate or completely inaccurate.
So in other words...
Stupid story. Did that.
You're 50-50 as the weatherman, basically is what you're saying. Now, you know how much it costs for this price of panic, as they called it? The price of panic will likely contribute to a $200 million financial hit from yesterday.
Is that how much it costs to keep our city open for one day?
Well, you got to imagine. If stores closing, trains closing, like transportation. I mean, it just affects everything.
There's no shampoo. There's no soup.
So they said... So total, in New England, they said it cost $650 million because they were hit hard. New York was $200. Just outside of NYC was $100. And combined, New Jersey and Philadelphia impact was $300 million. So right here in this area, just $1.25 billion of impact off of one day of, Snowmageddon. What do they call that? Nor'easter. Was turned into a Nor'weekster. So
I met a woman yesterday. Our kids, it's so funny, her daughter and my son and Shuli's nephew were all born at the same hospital, same floor, same time, same day, right?
Wow.
And she told me, and I don't remember this at all because I gave birth that day, so I have no memory of anything, but she told me that it was a snowstorm that day. She said, don't you remember how bad the weather was? And I said, I have no recollection.
What year was this?
It was 2003, February 24th, 2003.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. I remember that one.
Is that so funny? She was talking about how bad the weather was, and I had totally forgotten. I just couldn't get over her, you know, her daughter's in 6th grade, my son's in 6th grade, but my son looks like he's, you know, he looks like he's, you know. I was just noticing that they were born on the same day, and she looked 5 years older than him because the difference between
You
boys
got a
and...
good-looking son, though.
No, no.
And he is an incredible wrestler.
Oh, thanks.
He's an incredible wrestler.
He's like a spider
Mark
monkey.
Posted some video on Instagram, and I didn't know who it was. It looks. He just jumps over some kid, and then he jumps on the kid's back like a spider monkey, like
He's
you
a spider
said.
monkey.
And
He
I'm
really
like, is that Joaquin, a nice little kid? He is a beast.
He's a beast. Here's what's weird, because he's so sweet.
Are you still holding him in your lap after he wins?
I hold him in my lap.
That's a shame.
No, it's
The
not.
boy just over there beating up on another kid and then crawls into mama's lap. You don't do that to the boy.
It's before he likes to sit in my lap before he wrestles. So he sits in my lap and and I say, and Mark's like, get him out of your lap. And I said, it's lulling the other opponent into a false sense of security. They don't see this tiny newborn baby coming, right?
But
because
he is. I was amazed at his wrestling skills.
he's very funny too, because you'll be home and I'm saying, where's Joaquin? Where's Joaquin? And I'll hear, I'm up here, and you look over your head, and he's like hanging from the ceiling. Like he'll put his feet on the wall and his hands on the other wall, and he's above me in the door jamb, like a spider monkey, a real spider monkey.
See, he's lucky, because my mama would have been like, get your hands off that wall, boy. I gotta clean that.
We're just so amazed. We can't figure out how he got up there. That it doesn't occur to us to yell at him. Like, okay, can you get down from there, or what's gonna happen? He's
yeah,
like,
but he's very athletic, which is good.
He is. Yes.
And you know, maybe Olympics.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh, there'd be no living with me. You better hope I'm off the air by then.
Now we keep you on. We keep on going. All right, everybody. It's time to kick this party off with our Winter Gone Wild Travel Trivia.
Snowing outside, snowing inside. Let's get the sleds out, get the cookie sheets. Hey, today's trivia dancer is Sammy Duff from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Sammy, that was very, very, very entertaining. Very good. You hit him with, you can't see me dance. You can't see me. That was nice,
John
man.
Cena.
Yeah, John Cena. You got it.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
John Cena.
And you guys are knocking over the flag. Vicious with those beach balls. And all right, let's say hello to Larry Cameron from North Cambria, Pennsylvania. Hello, Larry. How are you?
Hi,
Hi,
Larry.
Kelly. Hi, Michael.
Hey, how you doing?
Great.
Larry, that's some statue you're holding on to there.
Oh, yes. I was fishing in California. Unfortunately, it was catch and release.
It was what?
It was catch and release.
Oh.
Well, the fish were happy about that.
So, did you do anything anything fun in the snow yesterday?
Yes, we had a really nice family snowmobile outing. We went to one of our really beautiful state forests here in Pennsylvania, and the great thing about it was we took our two grandsons, and our son and daughter-in-law went, and we pulled our grandsons in a snow coach, which is a totally enclosed sled you pull behind a snowmobile. They had a great time.
Oh, that's
We had a
That is-
picnic, a campfire.
That's amazing, Larry. You have to be the coolest grandpa ever.
Oh, definitely. My grandsons think so. At least I hope they do.
Well, you know what? I've never heard of one of those. How much weight can you pull behind you in that snowmobile?
Pardon me?
How much weight does that little canopy thing hold, that little bubble that the kids were riding in?
Oh, I don't know its capacity, but they fit in there just dandy with lots of extra room for some of their supplies, and it kept them warm and cozy. Matter of fact, after we had our campfire and picnic, they fell asleep in the snow coach on the way back.
All right, you know what? I'll be out there next snowstorm. You're going to pull me around. That's why I was asking. I was like, okay, can I fit?
I want to go in there.
I know.
I'm dying to go in there, Larry. Larry, laugh all you want. We're coming. We are coming.
Larry, that was...
I think Kelly could fit in it pretty well. Michael, you might have a little difficulty.
Sorry, Michael.
Always hating on me, but that's all right, Larry.
We're going to spin the wheel, see what you're playing for, Larry. Great prize, the Tweed wins. The Tradewind Island Resorts in St. Pete Beach, Florida. Easy for me to say, apparently. 7 days, 6 nights. It includes 1 spa treatment per person. Round-trip airfare courtesy of Orbitz. It's a prize valued at $4,300. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Larry, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Larry, here we go. And also the newly crowned Miss Universe, Paulina Vega, will be here.
Yes, exciting. Joanne Froggatt will be here. Very exciting, yes. Now, he's one of the most successful businessmen in the world. Please welcome the one, the only, Donald Trump.
So nice.
Thank you for coming here today.
Well, what a period of time it's been for everybody.
I know.
For you, of him. I see him all over the place. He's footballer. You're doing great, huh?
I'm hanging in there.
You're putting a lot of coin in the bank?
I'm trying to catch up with you.
You might do it.
Let me ask you a question now. The city shut down yesterday.
Yeah.
What does Donald Trump do on his snow day?
Well, there really wasn't much of a shutdown. There was no snow.
Right.
And it was such an I've seen this so many times, we all have, where this was going to be the storm of the century. Nothing bigger. It'll be bigger. 1888 was the biggest. And they said it's going to blow it away. So I woke up the next morning, I said, where's the snow?
Right.
And the subways were closed, no buses, no people on the streets. It was really an overreaction.
But what did you do?
I went to the office and I worked.
You did? You did.
Because I want to keep up with you guys.
Right,
I went to the office, I actually worked. I'm building a big hotel in Washington on Pennsylvania Avenue, the old post office site right opposite the White House. I did a lot of work. I beat up some contractors, meaning I called them and respectfully said, I don't like what you're doing, and I got their price down a little bit. Okay.
Good for you.
And got a better job.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a big hotel there. I'm just finishing up Doral in Miami.
Yeah, of course.
That's 800 acres golf. Good golfer, by the way.
Yeah, who's a better golfer? I'm thinking about the two of you, and I know that you both like to golf. Who's a better golfer,
What's your handicap?
Well, I'm a 3, but I've won 18 club championships, which tells you. What are you? You are what?
1.
Are you a 1?
Heck no, I'm not a 1. I'm going to need some strokes from you.
I want to play him.
But I play at your courses. Yeah. I love them.
At Bedminster.
Yeah, at Bedminster.
In fact, they just announced we're getting the PGA Championship, a major, and next year we have the Women's U.S. Open. So that course has been
awesome.
Very exciting.
So you'll go around with me and we'll check it out, right? But next year we have the Women's U.S. Open. It'll be great.
Now, wait, is a 3 better than a 1? I'm always confused by the golf
Not necessarily. It depends who does better under pressure. You know, the truth is, a lot of people, there are players and players. But club championships mean a lot because that's our major, right? When you're a member of a club, if you can beat 400 or 500 other people, that means you're a good player.
But if is it your own club that you're the champion of? Aren't they rigging it?
No, but I've won some others outside, but it's true. But honestly, they want to beat me so badly. So you're right. I get that question. Don't they let you in? But, that's sort of our major, and it depends on how you handle pressure. Because we're loyal.
We are back with Donald Trump. I hate to, I didn't want to say star of Celebrity Apprentice because you are Celebrity Apprentice. That is your show. And but what a great, incredible season you're having. The meanest celebrities, the most hate I've ever seen between celebrities.
It's been the worst group of people I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
Omarosa is a very kind woman compared to what we're going through. And actually, Kenya Moore and Vivica A. Fox get into something with Brandy.
Yeah.
Next week, next Monday. That's the meanest episode we've ever shot, and that's now 10 years. Can you believe 10 years?
It's kind of amazing, though. How did you figure out the chemistry of this group particularly?
Well, you don't, and sometimes it's luck. It's like a guest on your show. You invite somebody, and you think he's going to be fantastic, and he turns out to be a total stiff. He or she. Has that happened to you on occasion, where you're saying, "What's going on with this?" Right?
Oh no,
well, what
never
happens
here.
in this too? You know, you think somebody's going to. You know who I've always wanted? Pete Rose.
Oh, Pete Rose.
I love Pete Rose. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I agree too.
Charlie Hustle. And he just doesn't want to do it because he says, I just could not stand for you to fire me, Donald. I don't want to be fired.
People are
Said,
scared
maybe you'll
of
make
you.
it all the way. Who knows? Right?
But people are scared of you. And when I watch this show, your kids are on. And it's amazing to see your kids following your footsteps.
And they're really impressive,
And they're really impressive.
They're
So
great.
were you a very strict father?
Yes, I was. And I said no drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes.
Is that how you said it,
And
just
I said
like that?
It, yes, and I said it at least 2 or 3 times a week. Even when they were 3 years old, they didn't even know what this was. They didn't know what a cigarette was or drugs, but especially no drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes. I always added cigarettes.
Right,
I
good.
used to say no tattoos.
Right.
But now everybody's got them, so I don't say that anymore.
Right.
I can't say it.
As
you
long
have
as-
tattoos? Do you have tattoos?
I don't have
He
any.
doesn't have
Yeah,
any.
very good. I'm proud
Yeah.
of you. But too many people have them. It's over. So
Yeah, I agree.
forget it. Forget
No, but what about the ones? But now when the children are born, you do tattoo them with where it says Trump.
it. Yeah, we
Like
put-
Trump. Does say that.
Right over here, Trump.
We know it says Trump. Which is fine now.
Music manager, she couldn't keep up with them, and they are brutal. I mean, this Kenya is tough.
Why are they
and
so-
Vivica is tough, but she's getting beaten down a little bit. And,
By Kenya?
And when you see what happens next week, on Monday night, it's going to be great. I think it's the best episode, and we've been doing this now 14 seasons. It's 10 years, 14 seasons. I think it's the best episode we've ever shot. In terms of meanness, craziness, which is good. You know, so often I'll have somebody that's so nice and so wonderful, and I want to be legit, but I can't get them off fast enough. You
Well,
understand?
speaking of nice and wonderful, it was a treat and heartbreaking and gut-wrenching to see Joan Rivers on the episode last week. I was so happy to see her, and then the reality washes over you that she's no longer with
Hard to
us.
believe.
Yeah.
Well, that was done just before her death. And these doctors were a disgrace, especially with what's coming out. But just before, and she left my office, and I said, you know, this woman's going to be around forever. And you know, say what you want with the plastic surgery. She's like 83 years old.
She's
She
the
looked
best.
unbelievable.
The best.
She had more energy. And you know, she won The Apprentice at 76. She was 76 years old. And we had some of your friends, great athletes.
Oh, yeah.
We had the wrestler. We had an MMA guy. They were all exhausted after 3 or 4 weeks. It's tough.
Right.
And she was like, forget it.
Yes,
and she was 76 years old, and she won. And I brought her back twice as a judge. She's actually coming back in another week for another. So we actually brought her back twice. But the second time she left my office, and I said to the people, I think she'll never die.
Right.
I mean, she's going to be around forever. And then she goes to this group of characters, and, you know, between the selfies,
So
where
bad.
she's unconscious, and they're
Yeah.
taking selfies and stuff. These doctors are a disgrace.
Well, you know, I want to switch gears a little bit, because whenever there's something in the news topical, I always think, what would Donald Trump say about this?
I have a brace that said, what would Trump say?
What would Trump do?
I'm in trouble.
What do you think about all this craziness with Tom Brady's balls?
Well, first of all, I have to say, Bob Kraft, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, they're like great friends of mine. And I play golf all the time with Tom Brady. By the way, if he played golf a lot, he'd be a +3.
Well, the
+3 is even better.
They're
but-
pretty. They
yeah,
can
they're
play
pretty
golf,
good. They've
they
got
get
the whole
pretty
deal.
women quarterback.
But Tom has a lot of tremendous potential golf, and he's a great guy. I will always go with Tom, and I'll always go with Bill Belichick. And Bob Kraft is a great guy, and I go with them 100%. Even if it was nonsense that one, I still go with him. It doesn't make any difference. And, you know, they did win the game 45. Now, I understand there's something beyond that, but they played incredibly. And I think he played better with the hard ball, didn't he? Didn't he play better in the second half?
I'm not touching that joke, man.
Look at him. Look at him. But I don't know. And I think it's going to be a fantastic game and very exciting. And Seattle has an
But do you
amazing
think
team
there
and an
should-
amazing quarterback.
Do you think
Yeah,
there
they
should
do.
be something done outside of...
Well, I would say absolutely not. Leave them alone because they're friends of mine. So
Right.
I would say leave them
Right.
alone.
Okay.
Just leave them alone. Who cares?
Every
Leave 'em
Patriots
alone.
fan is jumping up and down right now.
Well, I mean, they're great guys. They really are great guys. So.
Well, you know what? Great guys, but you have a great show as well.
Yeah, we love it.
Celebrity Apprentice. It airs Monday nights at 8 p.m. on NBC. Make sure you check it out. The one, the only, Donald Trump, everybody. Inbox, everybody. Read some of your inbox items. What do you got, Kelly?
Cheryl McMullen from Canal Fulton, Ohio says, as a student at Kent State University in the 90s, we enjoyed traying in front of the campus. That's, I guess,
that?
on the cookie sheet, on the tray.
On the
Traying.
cafeteria tray, yeah.
Yeah, traying.
Oh, okay. That's what they call it. Training.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm learning something new every day here on the show. Okay, Kathy Brom from Virginia Beach, Virginia, running out to buy eggs, milk, and bread before the storm is known as French toast storm.
A French toast.
Guaranteed you'll be eating French toast for the next week. Okay.
Nancy O'Reilly from West Orange, New Jersey says, so happy that Bill Evans confirmed the kickback theory. I didn't even know there was a kickback theory. I often wondered if the weathermen got paid by the supermarkets.
Yeah.
I'm glad we proved that here today.
Yeah, Bill. Bill was on a comedy tear today.
He was.
And Kelly J. Sauter from Cocoa Beach, Florida said, here in Cocoa Beach, when we have to hunker down during hurricanes, the only shelves empty are the wine and beer. I'm moving to Cocoa Beach.
You know what they had in New York City that's so odd? The biggest shortage we had was a kale shortage. I mean, really? People want to eat healthy during a snowstorm?
Really?
Yeah, there's a big kale shortage.
I want tomato soup and grilled cheese and hot cocoa, like a real person.
And then one more time, we had Karen from Dallas who said, it's called a weather forecast, not a weather promise. The snowfall amounts are predicted, not promised.
All right.
All right. We got you, Karen. We got you.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that, you know, oh, okay, we have to go now?
Yes,
all right, coming up next, Catherine Jenkins. Stick around.
Farm Rich is a proud sponsor of Live's Inbox. Game day entertaining is super simple with Farm Rich snacks.
Thank you very much.
And not only do you have a gorgeous voice, but you were on Dancing with the Stars a few years ago as well.
I was.
Yeah,
I did
that's right.
really 3 years ago with Mark Ballas. Had the most amazing time. So,
You enjoyed it?
Oh, it was one of my most favorite things that's ever happened to me, and I love the time here in America.
I've got to tell you, I love your version of We Are the Champions. And speaking of Queen, you were recently honored by the Queen,
I was.
Her Royal Majesty.
I was. I got a thing called an OBE in March, which is like an honor from the Queen that she chooses to gift to certain people. For me, it was for music and charity. So I got to take my mum to Buckingham Palace.
Oh my God!
And it was pretty amazing.
Oh, that's so exciting.
It was really
What did you say to Her Royal Majesty?
Well, actually, the award was then given to me by Prince Charles. And we talked about, I'd been running marathons, so he talked to me about that, and he talked to me about the album, and he's very charming and actually very funny.
Wow, that's great.
Well,
Oh
I
my
tell you
gosh.
what, I've heard that song many times, being a former athlete, and that was absolutely incredible. That was incredible.
Thank you.
And Catherine Jenkins' new CD is available now. Make sure you go out and you get it. Catherine Jenkins, everybody. And stay right there. We'll be right back.
You know what?
If you'd like to